Hello, guys. Welcome back. It's Mohammed again. So now what we're going to be doing is we're going to actually download the ISOs that we need for the course itself. The ISO, which is the actual operating system that I'm going to be using, like as a server, as a client. Think about it like back in the days, we had to put it on a DVD, on a CD. Now I could have it on a flash drive. I could have it as just one image file, which is an ISO. And what we're going to do is we're going to download the trial versions, and those are the ones we're going to be setting up as a guest operating system. So check this out. What do I need? First of all, I'm going to get the ISOs of what? Of Windows 2019 and also Windows 2022, Windows 10, and Windows 11. So we're going to have fun. There's lots of different types of flavors, as you see from Microsoft, that we're going to be looking into. So let me go back online. We're going to go back to our best friend, Google, and look what I do over here. I'm just going to open a new tab and I'm just going to type Windows Server 2019 ISO download. See that? Just like that. ISO downloads. Just like this. What I'm looking at is the first link. So I'm going to click on the first link and look at this, 64-bit ISO downloads. If you notice something on my desktop, I do have a folder called ISOs and I have a folder called VMs. So it's better if you guys create these, you'll make things much easier for yourself. So I'm going to go back and click on the 64-bit version, of course, and I'm going to save it into the ISOs. I'd rather give it a friendly name, right? So I'd rather just go ahead and give it, this is Windows 2019 instead of that long name. And I'm just going to click on save. And now it's actually what? Downloading. It's going to take a while, right? So it's actually downloading as you see, right? So that's the actual progress that it's doing. What I'm going to do is also, I'm going to go ahead and download Windows Server 2022. So I'm going to type download, right? Just like this, Windows Server 2022. ISO, of course. And right over here, see all these are evaluations. So I'm going to click on this and I'm going to say download this ISO. So I'm going to click on the ISO itself. And same thing, I'm going to put it under ISOs, but I'm going to go ahead and type over here Windows 2022. See that? And I'm going to click on save. Now it's in the downloads. And then I'm going to open a new tab and I'm going to go back to Google to my best friend. My second best friend is actually YouTube. First best friend is Google. And I'm going to go ahead and type in Windows, right? Windows 11 download, just like this. And download Windows 11. And let's give it a few seconds. Should not take that long, right? Let's give it a moment. And there you go. If I scroll down, I'm going to let you know what the installation media is, but I'm going to go ahead and do the ISO for Windows 11. And I'm going to say Windows 11. I'm just going to choose download now, right? That's what I'm looking into, just to download the actual ISO, the static that I'm using, right? Of course, we're going to be using what over here? Of course, we're going to be using what? English. So let's look for English, United States, and confirm for the language, right? And all this, let's take a look. It looks like it's banned over here. You see this? So the reason why I'm doing this, sometimes you could have something running in the background based on your location. A lot of times I see this a lot. So look, the reason why I got this, because watch this. I am using a VPN client. So I'm going to go ahead and disable this. And watch, look what's going to happen. Then I'm going to refresh the page one more time. And I'm going to go back and say, you know what? Let me try this again. And Windows 11 download. And I'm going to say the product language is going to be English and confirm. There you go. You see, now it looks like it's good because I did not have, the location where I'm actually located at. So the VPN was actually doing a secure connection. So I'm going to do 64-bit download. And same thing under the ISOs. I'm just going to call this W11, just like this, and save, right? Just like that. I like to turn my VPN back on just to show you. So here's my VPN connection at the moment. So it's actually on. And then I'm going to also download Windows 10. So I'm going to go back to Google and type this way is going to be a little bit different. Windows 10 ISO download. Watch this. I want to show you a different way where you could actually do. Click on the first link. Okay, where is the ISO? Let me just take a look and see, do I actually have the ISO in the list, right? So let's give it a few moments. It should be there. I'm not going to be able to see it. Okay, let me see. Scroll down. I don't see it, so I have to create it as an installation media. So this is what we have to do. You have to click on download now, okay? Save it to your, let's say, to the desktop, just desktop. I'm going to save that. It should be finished, right? It should be actually finished. Let me just resume the connection because I made the change. Remember when I did the VPN on and off? That's what actually happened, right? So let me just minimize this and it's right over here. So I'm going to double click this, okay? So just skip a few seconds and we'll see how this is actually done. So once I click it, right, let me just actually close this out. I don't need this. And it's right over here. That's how I will be creating the ISO itself. I could have done this with the Windows 11, by the way, right? I could have done this with my Windows 11, just to let you know. That could have been done with Windows 11. Let me see if it's still downloading, right? So it looks like it's actually good, right? Everything looks fine. I just wanted to actually verify that. And of course, accept, right? And let's give it a few more seconds. I should be able to continue. Let's see how this actually works for us. So we're actually trying to generate the ISO itself from the creation tool that we just got from Microsoft. I'm not trying to upgrade. Look, I am trying to create an ISO file, and I'm going to go next. English, Windows 10, 64-bit, perfect. Next, ISO file, right? And next, where do you want to put it? Well, I want to put it under my desktop, right? So under my desktop itself, and here ISOs, and I'm just going to call it W10 and save. And this will take a while. Let me just make sure it's actually running. So I'm going to pause the video. Once everything is downloaded, like my ISOs of both servers, the 19 and the 2022, and the Windows 10 and the Windows 11 is done, we will come back to our next section, which is section number 3. So we'll see you guys in a moment. All right, then.